Hey, welcome to Sea Salt, and consequently our Let's Try of Sea Salt. This might expand into um, a proper series if we don't manage to complete it, or if we think it's good to play. This is part of our Game Pass grind series, so we're just gonna get right into it. I started it up before and it had some intro thing. Yeah, here you go. And I was like, hang on, that should probably be recorded. Yes, words. Dear immutable Lord, whom within us swells as thy generous nets with fortune brim, we thank thee for thy gifts and ask now how our mortal souls, weak and humble subjects of soil, cowering before thy magnificence, may serve. Whom doth thou crave enter thy bosom of solitude? What flame shall be quenched in thy name? Alright. Scribe of Carl Shaven, Anthony Poe. Okay, we can press F. Teacher. Oh, this is dropped from the ocean, voice from noise. In and before the gaze, beyond multitude, their souls will be found and guided into the cave of Archbishop of Nova. Ugarist you are, beckoned into the depths of the other world. No, no, there must be some mistake. I am thy pupil of thy voice in the thin veil between. All must fall before me. Thy will be done in grand sacrifice. I should probably separate out these voices. I assure you, but alas, I am the church. My life has been dedicated entirely into thy glory. This I will not relinquish. You must understand. I cannot sacrifice myself to you. I live to guide my flock. Woe unto you who dares defy the cost. Alright. Ruins of Zuthorial. With the Book of Dagon, we can just play. I'll go start, new game, normal. Easy peasy. Are we doing this again? Okay, let's just skip this one. Start? Okay, yeah, sure. Choose my apostle, Agra de Pasca. Once caught by a poor fisherman in his net, the man saw glory ooze from the eyes of Agra and released him back into the sea, crying that such a beautiful fish is not meant to be eaten by a fool like me. Agra rose to the surface and granted the fisherman 3 wishes, thus creating the lineage of kings that still rule today. We start with Swarm. Swarm is stronger and worms explode. Looks like this is the only one we can really start with, so let's do this. The dawn of a coward's penitence. Use Wacid to move my army. Okay. Right, what are we doing? I suppose we should probably move down here. We've got to control the army to move around, I'm guessing. Hold space to attack. Right. Consume them. Good. Okay. I don't really know what we gained from doing that, but sure. Move to this direction and press F to enter. Whilst chasing enemies, surround them before pressing attack. Right, that basically stops them from running. New card unlocked. The Worm. Slow-moving melee minions leaves a slowing trail of slime, corrosive damage against wooden structures. So melee, health and stats aren't looking too good, but I imagine that's like a base unit to some degree. F to go up here. Summon new minions at summoning circles. Worm and Swarm. Sure. So let's use this one. So now we get a couple of worms, which allow us to target, theoretically, the houses. No? Okay. There's some weird watery, like, V-sync stuff going on here. Okay, we're all going up this, onto the boat. The anchor. He's like sitting there playing with his nipples. Look here, men, I've got a gut feeling that something horrid this way comes. Aye. We'll keep a lookout for anything. Good. I've spotted old stairs in the waters over yonder. But our ship is unsinkable. When we have Dagon on our side, stop mucking about and get to work, boys. Boys. Complete 10 rooms with 5 or less minions. Alright. Kill all the enemies in the room before advancing. Come on. There we go. Let us consume the cow and now consume this stuff. Right, okay. I think that worked. And press F to continue. If you don't hold attack, minions will avoid fire. Okay. When your gold meter is full, press B to summon extra minions. Alright. Let us summon more swarmers. Okay. Now everyone's through the fire. Okay, apparently they're all attacking the fire, sure. Whatever works. Now we up onto the hull. We are. To the captain. So this is what's causing all the ruckus. I'll go down with my ship if I have to. Admiral Pierce. Right, so we just got to surround him for the most part and avoid taking damage. Not bad. Get some money. Avoid damage. And surround and attack. Now we can come over here and let us... We'll just take in more swarm. Where are you going, buddy? Up here. Wait, come here. Alright, we just gotta take on this dude. Seems a lot of our guys are just getting swarmed and damaged. But we should have the upper hand now, I do believe. There we go. Going down with your ship is what you're about to do. Absolutely destroyed. Damn, son. Admiral Pierce, new page added to the Book of Dagon. Cultist. Ranged minions that worship Dagon. High damage output, low health, and not frightening. Interesting. I suppose the not frightening thing is supposed to be like, and other enemies or stuff doesn't run away from it. We have consumed this ship. Its presence will be eliminated. I don't know why there are explosions. But sure. Whatever works. Victory! This dude's just running. Your Excellency, my apologies for interrupting, but we had strange reports that the Admiral's flotilla had been sunk. Only a handful of survivors made it, and they tell tales of horror that rose from the sea. I don't believe I let anyone live, but sure. The force which we named Dagon has beckoned us to sacrifice that which is impossible. Out there in the sea where the horizon meets the skies and we lose uncertainty of where the world ends, there rides a manifestation of our worst dreams. But what are we to do? You must have some knowledge of this. Has Dagon not asked for a sacrifice? Such is this unknown force that we have invited into our midst, remorseless in its ability to slaughter us and give us life with prosperity. It is now beginning to crave more of us than that which we may give. We need faith in our worship, and we need to gather our defenses. Right, okay, so let me guess. We wanted him to sacrifice himself, he didn't allow it, and now we're just like, okay, time for you to die. We've got north or east? Do we want to head north or do we want to head east? Let's head east, why not? Cullshaven Harbour. Okay, and start. And essentially we get to choose different dudes. Okay, that's fine with me. A singular voice is heard belching. Alrighty. Oi, get back here. You are not allowed to live. Get over here, fool. They're gonna nip at his heels. This dude's just over here chilling. Wait, no, none of that. Be gone. Your existence is futile. Decimated. There we go. Now we're making a solid chunk of cash. That's what I like to see. Hell yeah. And then there's apparently a boss up here. Hello. Nope. No more existence for you. Oh, hello, sir. You can cease existence too while we're at it. Is that the entire area? I do believe perhaps it might be. Not bad indeed. Love how I can't mute and hide my thing. Supreme Lord Ender, what's up? This is a game called Sea Salt. It's essentially we are a Cthulhu-esque god, and we have to go and obtain existences from people. I'm sort of half-half on it at the moment. It kind of feels a bit one-notey, like, you know, like once we construct our army and everything, that's like our thing. We just got to go and try and break through everything. So I'm not too fully set on it yet, but we'll see how it goes. There is a dude over here. We must ensure that his existence is ended. And we get a bit of extra cash for it. Very nice. That's what I like to see. Okay. Oh, they're throwing Molotovs. I would prefer you didn't, to be honest. Yes, good. Give me your life force. I'm sure I'll need it much more than you will. Do I like... I mean, I'm sort of half-half still. I mean, it's not the style. Do I have upgrades and stuff? I have no idea. You're basically coming in on the start of this mission, or at the start of our time going through it, so you probably know about as much on this as I do. But we get to choose which dudes we want to take. So, for example, I just got a bunch of cultists. So what we can do at the moment is we've got our little melee crew who do all their thing, and we've got cultists which are our range at the moment. There we go. Nice, and they're just chewing through all those dudes. I'm hoping that there's some degree of like an upgrade skill tree or something, but I'm not seeing anything on it just yet. Okay. Consume. Consume the mind. Festering fear. An abomination. Alright, what do we got? You. Give me your life energy. Okay. But yeah, I mean, All things considered, given it's a game that I basically am able to play for free through the whole Game Pass thing, I'm not expecting too much out of it, but one of the boys that I was hanging with yesterday saw it and was like, "Oh, that looks kind of cool." And well, I suppose I'm still deciding on that. Oh boy, that fire like decimated our entire party. That's irritating. Just have the two of them munching on each side. We're not really doing too well given how many dudes we've lost. But I guess it is what it is. Come on. Breakthrough, please. And damage. Okay, we're losing a couple of dudes. There's a new summoning circle here. So what I might do is I might come over here. And let's just get some more swarm unlocked. Not bad. Now we have the melee cavalry. Yeah, no, I reckon it's an interesting game, but I might only really play about half an hour of it at this rate. Like, unless I start seeing more stuff being added or more stuff being potential for us to do. Oh geez. Let's grab ourselves out maybe a cultist, because at the moment we don't really have any ranged damage. There we go. New card unlocked. The crab. The crab. 30 melee minions with great defense, but lacking attack and resistant to fire. Not bad. And then let's summon in a couple of them. Why not? Get a couple of crabs. We got the crew of crabs. Swarm them. Destroy them all. Send them back to the water. Snip, snip. Your feet and ankles, give them to me. You're not allowed to have them anymore. You've been misusing them, sending them online and such. This is not what was intended. Alright, come through and let's decimate these fools. And you can take out those guys too while we're at it. Let's grab a couple more crabs. Take them out. Destroy them all. So yeah, at the moment, my control scheme is essentially spacebar and WASD. So it's somewhat of a simple game, it seems, at the moment. But I do see a potential of it being a lot more complicated in terms of, like, troop management. But that kind of doesn't feel like my sort of thing. So I suppose we'll see how it goes. All things considered, like, it's an interesting little game. And if it's expanded upon correctly, it could be potentially very cool. But at the moment, I'm sort of not really stressed on it, and I didn't mean to select that, but that's fine. Alrighty. Take on these dudes. And chop them up. Remove their limbs, remove their bodies. He's apparently the strong dude. Alright, cease your existence. You've been swarmed. Congratulations. I still sense one more person up here. No survivors. It's got some interesting sounds. Wharf Master Glenn. Oh, jeez. Okay, I guess he does that, and then that's when we come over here and attack. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Okay, we lost a couple of them, but now we attack. Remove his existence. Of course, they're like one insect of ours that got in the way, got decimated. Let's grab ourselves a cultist. Oh boy, yeah, we just lost like our entire group because they got caught in that circle of spinning death. Come on. There we go, he's taken care of. Begone. You have been decimated. Yeah, but this is feeling like a cool kind of arcade-style game, but I don't necessarily think I'm stressed too much about it. Slow-moving minion with low attack. Spawns several smaller minions upon death. Right. Fair enough. And across we go. I'm surprised that we survived that, to be honest. They got the cavalry in, the big lads. There is a force in the midst of our faith, determined to destroy our way of life. It will take back what we have worked for, and all that we have sacrificed to obtain. We cannot crumble before the struggle. No, surely not, Your Excellency. We must fortify ourselves to be to the very last hunter. The vengeful, mindless minions will purge our commonwealth and leave us in chaos. Of course not, venerable bishop. I shall pass the proper orders. We are being tested by that which has fed us, given us strength and guided us. Protect the city at all costs. Yes, Your Eminence. Understood. Yes, Your Excellency. Alright. I'll tell you what. This is a fun little game. Though, I gotta say, I'm not necessarily too stressed about it. Like, it's one of those sort of circumstances where if I was into this style of game more, I would probably very much enjoy it. But the lack of immediately coming up and seeing like a leveling up or like a skills system or stuff like that or upgrades don't really do it for me. The fact, granted, yes, I've only played 2 levels and I am aware of that, but it's just not really doing it for me, I think. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this section up here of the stream and we're going to move over to a different game. So, gotta say, not my style of game. It's not the worst, it's not the best. I imagine playing a different dude might be interesting. If you play, like, I don't know what other stuff is in this game. Yeah, for the most part, I'm not particularly too worried about it. But, yep, that is what it is. Anyways, thanks for watching. You can come join us here, watch us play through some of this, get these games at twitch.tv/x100. You know how it be. Let me turn down the audio in my head. Oh, geez, it is already max turned down, and it's still very loud. Alright, well, yeah. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate you being here if you've been here for a minute, moment, or the entire stream. All that good sort of stuff. Thank you, and goodbye.